Alright, going into set number 3 on Neo Jade. Okay, spawning as the top left as the yellow Protoss, we have iFU's Must staying on, because we are of course in Winners League style, and looks like it's going to be another PvP. Oh, is it going to be PvP? Yes, it's going to be PvP again. Both Heroes and J-Star are Protoss. We have nothing but Protoss today, even among the observers. So yes, the challenger from Team China is the seemingly well-liked J-Star. I actually don't know too much about him, but I think I heard he beat Zeki once or something, and last week a lot of people seemed to get excited when he played, so yeah, I'm expecting good things from him. Of course, last week he got owned by Napoleon along with the rest of his team, but no matter. Does he caps anything? Nah. Yes. Good. So now that my overlay's right, we can see what's going on. Of course, nothing particularly interesting going on just yet. It is a PvP after all. And see, this is why I can never cast EDZs. It's because, like, by this point, I would have already missed what the opening builds were, and I'd be like, oh, is it an overpool? Is it a 12 pool? Oh, it's terrible. See, why can't Zergs be like normal races and not do anything interesting for the first 2 minutes? Anyway, whoa! 11 gate, what? 10-11? That's not usual. 10-12 is fine, 10-11 is kind of peculiar. I mean, there's all kind of variations of 2-gate openings. Essentially, any combination of numbers is fine. Like, you can 9-9, you can 9-10, you can 10-10, you know, you can 10-11, which is what we're seeing here. I mean, the main variations, of course, are like proxy 9-9, which is hardcore cheese, and then 10-12 in your main, which is kind of a more standard, less cheesy opening. Yeah, and I mean, 10-11 obviously not too far off from that. Just kind of interesting to see that. I'm not really sure why he would need a slightly earlier second gateway. But he's going to be putting on some pressure here on Must, and he does get lucky with the scout though, scouting his opponent first. I'm really, you know, even though in game 1 we saw a 2-gate and I said that was kind of alright because it was a 3-player map, it was reverse ramp. We do have a reverse ramp situation once again, but we are on a 4-player map, and the thing is, you know, if you get unlucky, and like your spawn cross map, it's just, you know, the 2-gate is not ideal, I don't think. But let's see how good J-Star's micro is though, and this is exactly what I think you should be doing as well. When you go for a 2-gate, these wait, is that, whose pylon is that? Is that Must's pylon? That's a terrible pylon to make, because now if any probes want to mine this patch, they're gonna go all the way around the back, mine the patch, and then come all the way back around. Look at this, he had to fix that probe manually. I don't know why he would do that. For a second I thought that would be J-Star's pylon to be like, you know, super effective, but look at this! Look, you see the probes? Look, and then Must has to like manually fix them to not be idiots. But that's like horrible. And while all that's going on, he has to micro against the Zealots, so this is actually looking really bad for Must. I think Must might actually just lose to this opening straight up. Because now you see, look at this, oh, very nice split by J-Star, putting one Zealot on the Dragoon, and sending the rest to go snipe probes. Meanwhile, look at this, Must is having some real multitasking issues here. Pulling all his probes to the gas. J-Star gotta be a little bit careful not to get drilled like this. Oh, he's gonna get one probe Zealot trap, not quite. Gotta be very, very careful about those drills between the gas and the minerals. You do not want your Zealots trapped there, because not only do your Zealots get trapped and get, you know, attacked by all the probes, but they also bug out and just don't even attack anything. So not only, you know, are a million probes attacking you, but you're not even doing any damage back. Meanwhile, Must looks like he's finally kind of regained some semblance of control, although he's still kind of taking some damage here. Still losing probes, and oh man, his Dragoon's actually going to kind of get themselves stuck. Oh no, not quite. Wait, did he just shoot his own probe? Man, that definitely looked like he misclicked and shot his own probe. I didn't hear the third Zealot attack sound, but I could be mistaken there. Anyway, oh, very dirty from J-Star. Look at that, following up with 2-gate DTs. Ah, he knows his opponent is flustered. He knows it's likely that the detection will be delayed. Man, look at that one idle probe even still left there. I think it's probably attacking the Manor Pylon. Second gateway just now going up. But I feel like J-Star might even be able to just kind of overpower Must with his 2-gate Goon production here. He hasn't gotten Goon range. I don't know if that's because it's not started yet. Okay, let's see how far these Goons shoot. Sometimes you see players skip range to go for like an ultra-fast Templar Archives, and I feel like that might be what's going on here. But I'm not really sure. And actually, I think that's definitely what's going on here, because he's actually not made, or rather he doesn't have enough gas to continue pure Dragoon production, so you can see he's making a Zealot, whereas usually you see pure Dragoons at this point in the game. And he's being very defensive with what units he does have. I feel like he might have actually just skipped range. I don't think it could be finished by now, actually, considering the open 2-gate, so it's definitely what's going on here. Meanwhile, the Robo is going up for Must. Is that going to be in time? And more importantly, even if it is in time, does it even matter? Because the Nexus is already going up for J-Star, so even if he gets an OBS out, he's going to be down in expansion. He's going to have to do a really quick follow-up with Reavers and do some kind of bust or something. I'm not really sure. He took a ton of damage from that early 2-gate attack, so I think he's just kind of playing from behind. He was actually only mining with one guy on gas. That's intentional if you look at his resource count here. He's got enough gas in the back and now putting them on now that he needs it. But I think earlier on he had a little bit too much gas. So that's why he did that. We are now seeing a Forge, of course. This is a very, very standard kind of strategy in PvP to go for this DT rush and then get a Forge and kind of expand behind. You can even do this on 1-gate, in fact, 1-gate DT expand. Well, I think it's slightly riskier. But now does Must see the DTs? I think he sees them. He must see them now. Yeah. Definitely does. No pun intended. And he's just going to pull back here. Now the Observer is on the way, the first Observer, so it is going to be in time here. He shouldn't really take any damage from these 2 DTs. He might want to block here and just like sacrifice a Dragoon so that he doesn't lose any more probes. But is he going to try that? Yeah, he's going to do that. So he's just going to block just a little bit. It probably will cost him at least 1 Dragoon here. Yeah. And he's going to back up here because the Observer's almost out here. He might actually lose, he's going to lose the other Dragoon. He might lose a couple of probes, in fact, anyway. Nope, looks like he'll be just fine. So taking that one down, gotta be careful to snipe this one and not let it kind of hide somewhere in his base. Because of course, if the DT sneaks in, it kind of hides in the corner. Later on, when you're focusing on some micro somewhere, you can just run into your probe line and kill all the probes anyway, since you're lacking in the little warning sound signal. Meanwhile, I like this follow-up by J-Star actually to just kind of get the contain off, and yeah, it looks like he's just now getting Dragoon range. But even though he doesn't actually have that many units, with the DT there, it kind of gave him the opportunity to take this. But it looks like Must actually wants to break up the ramp. Now the Dragoons are shooting from the low ground, so there is that mischance, and the DT doing a ton of damage there before getting taken out. So it looks like J-Star might maybe hold us. Nah, he's got another Dragoon coming in. He's got another Dragoon coming in from reinforcements as well. And Must's units are kind of bugging out a little bit here. I think they just rallied there. That's why. But with that Observer spotting for him, I think Must should be able to break out here. And J-Star doesn't really necessarily need to hold this. I don't think he should be kind of over-eager here. Yeah, he's actually just going to sacrifice these 3 Dragoons for no good reason. I think this is a bit of a mistake from J-Star. He could easily have run those away and saved those, and he is pulling back the reinforcements now. We'll probably need another cannon here, in fact, to just make sure he doesn't die to a counterattack. But going up to 5 gateways, and as I said, he's got his expansion nexus up and running already. He's been mining it's like about 80 minerals, not quite 80 minerals on average already from each patch, so he's doing pretty well here. Now we do have a shuttle on the way, but this is going to be so late. I feel like if the game had been more even at the beginning of the game, like this, the Reaver would probably already be started now, and there'd be a timing where Must could actually bust this with his Reaver. But considering how late that is, and the fact that these 5 gateways are already up and massing Dragoons, I really don't think that Must's Reaver is going to get here in time before J-Star just breaks out with a ton of Dragoons and kind of pushes him back. And J-Star will actually need to do that, because if you look at this map, there's a very long, narrow corridor here outside your natural. So if Must actually does manage to get a Reaver over here while holding this position with Dragoons, he can actually kind of slow push into the natural, and with only Dragoons, it'll actually be kind of difficult for J-Star to deal with that. I actually like this cannon, by the way, just in case of some kind of crazy DT drop counterattack, which we have seen like in Pro League, and it's very funny when it happens. But yeah, J-Star's got to like pick a time where he knows he has a significant Dragoon advantage and just attack. And yes, looks like that's exactly what he's doing now. He feels like with that second wave of Dragoons, he is going to go for it. It looks like it's actually relatively close. He's going to pull back a little bit here. And of course, as you can see, he's getting a much smaller surface area compared to Must. And Must in a much getting a much better engagement angle, but just so many more Dragoons for J-Star. And I don't think Must is going to be able to hold at all. And with this, he's probably just going to have to GG out. Even when his Reaver gets out, there's really nothing that it can do. I mean, he can try and go in and do some fancy harassment, but you know, there's already a cannon here, and I'm sure J-Star will be aware of what's coming, since you know, it's pretty obvious since your opponent has Obs already that he's probably going to follow up with these Reavers. I'm a little bit surprised actually though that J-Star didn't put a couple of pylons here on the very edge of his base to spot for the shuttle incoming. But I guess let's see how good his reaction time is. Oh. No reaction just yet. Oh, not the best Reaver shot there, though. A bit of a wasted opportunity, actually. Oh, man. A couple of really wasted opportunities. He shot the edge of the probes rather than the middle there. Could have gotten a really good hit, but even if he did get the hit, I really don't think it would have made a difference. I don't really see how this one shuttle and Reaver can help him, or can win the game for him. Well, it looks like, oh, a few probes actually coming back here. It could be another big Seraph. Oh my god, this Reaver needs to shoot something where there's like clumped probes. Are these probes really going to fight the Reaver? Oh my god, they're going to kill the Reaver, aren't they? Oh! Oh no! J-Star just takes it out with the probes. Oh man. You almost never want to fight a Reaver with probes, but if you're fucking J-Star, man. If you're J-Star, you just don't give a shit. What a boss. Well, that's got to be demoralizing. Oh man. And so now J-Star's got Must Contain. I mean, he can kind of slow push out with the Reaver, but it's basically over at this point. He's probably going to just go for one last Desperation attack. Oh, I like... Oh! J-Star catches the shuttle as it goes back. Very well done by J-Star. Wow. And notice that he actually knew that was coming. Like, that was on purpose. That wasn't luck by J-Star. He was actually moving his Dragoons here because he knew this shuttle was, like, the timing that when it was coming back. So he wanted to take it out. And now it looks like Must is moving up the ramp. These Dragoons, I think they were trying to right-click in to focus down the Reaver, but realized they couldn't quite get in range. But, oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Yeah. So, well, there are two Reavers here now, at least. But really, does Must really think he can win that from here? He's still on one base against two, right? Oh, he's gonna lose a Reaver. Look at J-Star just being super fancy with these Dragoons. He's being a little bit too fancy, actually. There's no need for this. Meanwhile, he's got all his tech up, he's got his archives, he's getting +1. And he's got his own robo up as well. And did I just hear an Archon morphing? Yes, I did. So he's actually not going to bother with Storm. He's just going to get Archons and probably just go for a timing here. Just go Zealot, Archon, Dragoon, and just kill him. Kill Must, that is. It's really no point waiting for Storm, actually. You can just go with Archons, completely fine. Must looks like he actually wants to expand here to his natural. It's like the Obs of J-Star, so that's nice for him. But, alright, I mean, look at this. He's at 65 supply against 85. You know, his natural's just started, whereas J-Star's been mining for a really long time. That's a really weird cannon. What's going on with that cannon? Look at that. He's got the two cannons back here. He's putting one really far out. I wonder if that's like... Okay, there's kind of two possibilities for this cannon. I think the main one is that he wants a cannon somewhat near his rally point, which I often advocate, in fact, because he doesn't want a random DT to like walk in and snipe High Templars or Archons even, which is a pretty popular trick in mid-late game PvP. Just kind of go, send 2 DTs to your opponent's natural rally point and try to get free units. So if you put one cannon kind of at your rally point, it kind of stops that from happening. Also, I'm wondering if he wants the observer to kind of fly a little bit too close to the natural and get killed by the cannon. Looks like both players actually doing... oh no, actually, wait, there's another observer here. I thought both players sniped each other's observers, but actually, Must still has an observer here. He's actually got the 2 Reavers as well, and this could be it. The all-or-nothing attack from Must, getting a couple of really great Reaver shots here, and actually, everything is in the middle of the Dragoon, so the Reavers are really well protected, but there's just so many units here from J-Star. J-Star actually just runs straight up to everything and just kind of like body slams Must's army with his own Dragoons. and it actually works out kind of okay. I mean, he took a lot of casualties in this engagement, but he's still fighting on the high ground against these low ground Dragoons of Must, and it's still, you know, he's still got a defender's advantage. He's still closer to his gateways. There's really no way for Must to actually take this, and Must has got to GG out soon. I mean, he's getting very close to mined out here. He's still got no signs of the expansion, and now he's got a bunch of Dragoons bearing down on him from J-Star's superior production here from the 7 gateways. Very interesting placement here, by the way. He's got no pylon power anywhere else, so he kind of has to do that. And yeah, that's going to be it here. GG from Must, and J-Star takes set number 3 here and gives China the 2-1 lead in the series. Alright, going on to set number 4.